In the high-stakes world of the NFL, where every move is scrutinized, greatness isn't just measured in touchdowns, MVP titles, or record-breaking stats. It's measured by the kind of person you are off the field. Lamar Jackson, one of the most electrifying quarterbacks in football history, has shown the world time and again that his heart beats as powerfully as his feet sprint downfield. But what if I told you that Lamar's most impactful moment didn't happen under the bright lights of an NFL stadium? It happened one rainy evening on a quiet Baltimore street, involving a small, injured stray cat. A simple act of compassion turned into a story that would touch millions and redefine what it truly means to be a hero. Before we dive into this heartwarming and unforgettable story, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss this tale of kindness, resilience, and the unexpected bond between a superstar and a forgotten stray. Born in Pompano Beach, Florida, Lamar Demetrius Jackson Jr. had a childhood marked by challenges that would shape his character for life. Losing his father and grandmother on the same day when he was just 8 years old, Lamar was raised by his single mother, Felicia Jones, who worked tirelessly to provide for her children. Despite their hardships, Felicia instilled in Lamar a deep sense of gratitude, kindness, and an unyielding work ethic. From playing barefoot on dirt fields to breaking high school records, Lamar's raw talent and determination were evident from the start. At the University of Louisville, Lamar Jackson proved the critics wrong with every snap of the ball. His dual-threat capabilities as a passer and runner not only led his team to victories, but also showcased a style of play that was a nightmare for defenses and a dream for fans. At just 19, he became the youngest player ever to win the Heisman Trophy. Yet, despite his undeniable success, skeptics followed him into the NFL. Many questioned if Lamar's style would transition to professional football. Some suggested he should switch positions, doubting his ability to lead a team as a quarterback. But Lamar was steadfast. He believed in his abilities, and, most importantly, in the lessons his mother had taught him: perseverance, humility, and the power of proving people wrong through action, not words. When the Baltimore Ravens drafted him as the 32nd pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, Lamar faced immense pressure. But by 2019, he not only led his team to a 14-2 record, but also became the NFL's youngest unanimous MVP, joining the ranks of legends like Tom Brady. Lamar's electrifying performances on the field were matched only by his quiet, grounded persona off it. What few knew, however, was that his greatest story of triumph wasn't one of touchdowns or trophies. It was a story of kindness, one that started on a rainy Baltimore evening. It was a cold, drizzly January night in 2025. Lamar had just finished a long day of practice at the Ravens training facility. As he drove home through the dimly lit streets of Baltimore, fatigue weighed heavy on him. The season had been tough, filled with highs and lows, and his mind was preoccupied with strategies for the playoffs. As he rounded a quiet corner, his headlights illuminated something small and fragile on the side of the road. At first, he thought it was debris, perhaps a piece of trash tossed carelessly onto the street, but as he slowed down, he saw it move. Lamar pulled his car over and turned on the hazard lights. As he stepped out into the chilly rain, he approached cautiously. Lying on the wet pavement was a small, trembling black cat. Its fur was matted, its body thin, and its paw was visibly injured, bleeding slightly onto the cold ground. The cat looked up at Lamar with wide, terrified eyes, too weak to run away. For a moment, Lamar stood frozen. Here he was, a superstar with a million things on his mind, standing in the rain, staring at an injured stray cat. But something about the cat's vulnerability struck a chord deep within him. Perhaps it reminded him of his own struggles as a child, times when he felt small, scared, and uncertain of what the future held. Without hesitation, Lamar removed his sweatshirt and gently wrapped the cat in it. He cradled the trembling creature in his arms and whispered softly, "It's okay. I got you now." Lamar rushed to the nearest emergency veterinary clinic. As he entered, drenched and holding the bundle of fur tightly, the receptionist looked up in surprise. "Is everything okay?" she asked, her eyes darting from Lamar to the cat. "This little guy needs help," Lamar said, his voice steady but filled with concern. The vet quickly took the cat in for examination. As Lamar waited, he couldn't help but feel a connection to the small creature. Despite the injuries, the cat had shown resilience, fighting to survive even when the odds were stacked against it. When the vet returned, she informed Lamar that the cat had a fractured paw, dehydration, and signs of malnourishment. The treatment would require medical care, food, and rest. Lamar didn't hesitate for a second. "Do whatever it takes," he said. "I'll cover all the costs." While Lamar waited in the clinic, a young woman in the waiting room recognized him. She discreetly took a photo of the NFL star sitting on a plastic chair, holding a damp sweatshirt covered in cat fur. The image, paired with the caption, "Lamar Jackson saves a stray cat, MVP on and off the field," quickly went viral. Within hours, it was all over social media. Fans couldn't stop talking about Lamar's act of kindness. Comments poured in. "He's not just a legend on the field, but off it too. What a heart. MVP truly stands for most valuable person. This just makes me respect him even more." A true role model. Despite the buzz online, Lamar remained focused on the task at hand, ensuring the cat made a full recovery. When the vet finally gave the all clear, Lamar made a decision that would change his life. Instead of leaving the cat at a shelter, he decided to adopt it. He named the cat Shadow, inspired by its sleek black fur and how it had quietly followed its instincts to survive, just as Lamar had done throughout his life. Bringing Shadow home was a new adventure for Lamar. At first, the shy cat was hesitant, hiding in corners and avoiding loud noises. But over time, Shadow began to trust Lamar, curling up next to him on the couch during movie nights, or sitting by his feet as he studied playbooks. Shadow became more than just a pet. It became a symbol of Lamar's belief that everyone deserves a second chance, no matter how small or vulnerable. As stories and photos of Lamar and Shadow began to surface online, fans were captivated by their bond. Lamar's social media posts about Shadow, like the time Shadow knocked over a stack of footballs in the living room or curled up on Lamar's helmet, quickly went viral. This newfound attention inspired Lamar to take his compassion even further. He announced the creation of Paws of Hope, a foundation dedicated to rescuing and rehoming stray animals. Through this initiative, Lamar funded shelter renovations, organized adoption events, and even started an emergency medical fund for injured animals. One of the most touching moments came when a young boy, wearing a Ravens jersey, approached Lamar at a charity event. The boy had recently lost his dog and was struggling with the loss. Lamar introduced him to a rescued puppy from Paws of Hope, a playful golden retriever named Sunny. The boy's face lit up as Sunny wagged its tail and licked his hand. Tears streamed down his face as he hugged the dog. "Thank you, Mr. Jackson," the boy said. "You didn't just give me a dog. You gave me a friend." Lamar later shared that moment on social media, writing, "Kindness is contagious. Let's keep it going." As much as Lamar thrived on the field, life was far from easy. Midway through the 2025 season, Lamar suffered a sprained ankle that forced him to sit out several games. The frustration of being sidelined weighed heavily on him, but Shadow became his constant companion during his recovery. Every night, the cat would curl up beside him, purring softly, as if to remind him that healing takes time. "Shadow doesn't care if I throw touchdowns or sit on the bench," Lamar said in an interview. "He just wants me to be there." As Lamar reflected on his journey with Shadow, he realized the profound impact of small acts of kindness. Saving one cat might not change the world, but for Shadow, it changed everything. And in the process, it also changed Lamar. Lamar began encouraging his fans to look for ways to make a difference in their own communities. Whether it was helping a neighbor, adopting a pet, or simply spreading kindness, he urged everyone to take action. By the end of 2025, Lamar Jackson had not only led the Ravens to another playoff run, but had also helped hundreds of animals find loving homes through Paws of Hope. Shadow remained by his side, a constant reminder of the power of compassion. In a heartfelt interview, Lamar said, "Football might be what I do, but kindness is who I am. If we can all show a little more love to the world, imagine how much brighter it would be." Lamar Jackson's story reminds us that true greatness isn't just about talent or success. It's about the kindness we show to others, no matter how small or helpless they might seem. Just as Lamar gave Shadow a second chance, we too have the power to make a difference, one act of compassion at a time.